Yesterday, you testified to this jury on direct examination that Travis manhandled you, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes? You've also testified that he picked you up off your feet and slammed you to the ground 2 times. Is that correct?
Correct.
Is that correct?
Correct.
So he literally picked you up off your feet and then slammed you to the ground on 2 occasions.
Correct.
And you testified that he was disrespectful yesterday. That's the moral of the story. Is that correct?
Correct.
Dominique's standing up with my phone in her hand, and she asked me, who's Kyla?
Kyla?
Yes.
K-A-Y-L-A?
No, K-Y-L-A.
K-Y-L-A, okay. And who's Kyla? Who is she?
That was a friend that I met in Tallahassee.
And what was she asking? Why was she asking you who's Kyla?
From my knowledge, she went through my phone and she seen me and Kyla texting each other.
What was her attitude like?
You say what now?
What was her attitude like?
I could tell she was mad.
How can you tell?
It's just how she asked it, and then I went to try to reach for my phone and she kept it away from me. So I can tell she was mad.
All right. And what did you say when she asked you who Kyla was?
I told her let's go in the room and talk because I knew my brother was gonna come inside shortly after me. So I was like, let's just go in the room and talk.
You didn't want your brother in your business?
Correct.
And what did all hell break?
Shake my head, bro. Shaking my head, bro. I mean, now I just want to let y'all know, and I want y'all to be clear on certain things. You know, when we say nothing ass bitches, we don't mean females that don't have no money or just on hard times and stuff like that. No, nothing ass bitch is the characteristics. The bitch can have a full job, providing for herself and all that stuff, blah, 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 car, house, and all that, and still be a nothing ass bitch. The nothing ass bitch is what it is within. It doesn't have anything to do with material items or material possessions and stuff like that. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with the personality of that female. And this is a nothing ass bitch.
Loose then?
Yes.
Tell us what happened, please.
So the next thing that happened was basically we go in the room. She still was asking me who Kyla was, and then she FaceTimed her. And when she
How did she do that? On your phone?
Yes, on my phone.
Your phone was working?
Yes, it was working at this time.
When she FaceTimed her, what did she do?
She angled the phone to where as if it's just me that called her. And basically she had it set up, and I guess she was looking for answers or something. And me and Kyla had a short, brief conversation, and then after that, she just was like, "You ain't shit." Dominique said that. I'm saying.
Did she hang up the phone, or did she let you?
Yes, the phone hung up.
She hung up.
Yes.
She was testing you to see who Kyla was.
Yes.
Why'd you even participate in this?
I mean, like I say, it wasn't nothing to hide, and I was just like, "All right, you want to go do that? Do that." Pretty much.
As you should, and I always said, I said this before, if you have nothing to hide and you ain't doing nothing, then you don't need to do no extra fucking explaining, extra, trying to convince anything of anybody of anything. You don't have to do none of that if you ain't got shit going on, you know what I'm saying? So obviously, Buddy and the girl really are kind of friends or whatever. He was probably talking to her while he was out there, and blah blah blah, who cares? That's neither here nor there. But the fact is that he proved his point that wasn't shit going on, you know what I'm saying? But she couldn't accept that fact. That was a tough pill for her to swallow, because not only did he one tell her it ain't even like that, but go ahead, call her, have fun, prove yourself wrong, and go do all that extra stuff just to prove yourself wrong.
Okay. So you figured no big deal?
Yeah, no big deal.
Is that the end of it?
No, it wasn't.
What happened then?
So after she said you ain't shit, I asked her, I was like, "You doing all this? Let me see your phone." And then that's when she started spazzing out. She started hitting me, hit me on my head. And
How was she hitting you?
Now the lawyer just doing his job, talking about some how was she hitting you? I mean, in all, fucking doesn't matter how she was hitting him. She was hitting him. That's the bottom line. The same way the same way the girl tried to say, oh, the end of the story is that he should have never put his hands on me, and he put his hands on me and he slammed me 3-4 times, and I got bruises because he was grabbing me so hard. Okay, but it doesn't count for the fact that you done slapped me upside my head multiple times, you done punched me in my face, and I'm just supposed to sit there and accept that? I'm supposed to keep getting hit in the face and shit? No, that's not how that works. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, yes, you probably got slammed in the process. I'd have probably put you on your head a couple times for slapping me in my face. That's a natural reaction. So it ain't no playing victim on those certain situations. The fact of the matter is, she was slapping him, and that's the end of the story. She should have never put her hands on the dude, period. You know, and that's the problem with a lot of females that have insecurity and anger issues. Their first natural reaction is they want to get aggressive with you. You know, they want to slap you and they want to hit all on you, call you out your names, and think that you're not supposed to defend yourself.
Hard. Like, she was like trying to hurt me.
Why don't you hit her back?
I mean, I don't believe in females. My mom always told me that if you ever get to the point that you want to put your hands on a female, just leave her. Just leave the situation.
And are you defending yourself, like blocking her, or what are you doing?
Yeah, blocking her. Like, basically balling up pretty much, because I knew she was mad. So at that time, I took it as like maybe I deserved it because she seen me texting her.
Deserve to get hit?
I mean, that's how I took it, I guess, because that's, like I said, it was just a respect thing at that time. So I just felt like, well, she felt like I was texting this girl, and that's disrespectful. So
How about on Valentine's Day? Do you think you deserve to get hit then too?
no, not that time.
Why didn't you just leave her then?
Like I said, I love hard, so I just.
So not only did she not hit him with this previous incident, she hit him prior to this incident on Valentine's Day, and Buddy still never left her. You know what I'm saying? Like, he still accepted being a human punching bag. You know, let's reverse that role. You know, what if he was slapping her around? He get frustrated and raged and slapped her around. You know, there's no consequences for a female beating on a man, but as soon as a man hits on a female, it's a big incident. I mean, I thought it's equal rights and you women wanted equality and all this other stuff. So shouldn't it be fair for on both sides of the fence? You know, so I applaud Buddy for not catching no murder charge on this, because clearly she's the aggressor. She's the aggressor. You can clearly, he don't seem real, he seemed nice and mellow, calm. When the lady asking this bitch question, she all snappy, same as a nothing ass bitch. She's on the defense. She's strictly on the defense. There's no rationality and all this. You heard it when she said the only thing that happened is him being disrespectful. But Buddy don't seem disrespectful at all.
Her good outweighed the bad. That's just what it was.
Fuck.
And then in the midst of that, she had like picked up a trophy and like hit me on the top of my head with it.
Did she hit you full force, or was it partial force?
Yes, it was full force.
And did you get injured or not really?
No, I didn't get injured because I pretty much braced for it. I seen it coming.
Did you try grabbing her and stopping her, or what'd you do?
Yeah, I tried to grab her. Like, after she did, I'm like, Dominique, stop. And then she put a trophy down. And then that's when she got her stuff and she was like walking out of my room.
Did she act like she was injured and she couldn't hit you or anything, or she pretty much?
Ah, man, this is crazy, bruh. Buddy get hit upside his head with trophies, left and rights. Yeah, let's see what she gotta say though. Let's see. I mean, because I picked this video because this is a crucial part. This is some crucial evidence right here. She called her brothers to come kill this man. She said, go shoot his shit up. You know what I mean? So let's clarify what she meant by shoot his shit up.
Yesterday, you testified to this jury on direct examination that Travis manhandled you, right?
Yes.
You've also testified that he picked you up off your feet and slammed you to the ground 2 times. Is that correct?
Correct.
Is that correct?
Correct.
So he literally picked you up off your feet and then slammed you to the ground on 2 occasions.
Correct.
And you testified that he was disrespectful yesterday. That's the moral of the story. Is that correct?
Correct.
This what I mean. Nothing ass bitch shit, right? All right, well, check this out. She says out her mouth, the moral of this story and the reason why her brother and a couple other people that got shot and killed is because he was disrespectful to her. You can't be fucking serious. So, how was he being disrespectful to you? That's one of my questions. What did he do to be disrespectful to you? He was texting the other girl. Okay, all right. Well, that's disrespectful. But I don't think that's disrespectful enough to bust him upside his head with a trophy, smack him, and do all this stuff. You called the girl from they had a conversation, which was leading up to nothing. So I don't understand. That wasn't disrespectful. That part wasn't. Or was it the fact that he said this right here?
I remember, right before she got to her car, I told her she's just mad because Kyla looks better than her and her body looks better than her naturally. And I sent her into a rage.
And you testified that he was disrespectful yesterday. That's the moral of the story. Is that correct?
Correct.
Isn't the moral of the story is that you sent your brother and his friends to go kill Travis?
No, the moral of the story is him putting his hands on me. That is really the basis of everything.
Him putting his hands on you, or you putting his hands on him, and he is pushing you off trying to get away from you because you're attacking him in a violent rage because you're mad that he's texting another woman. Probably slammed you because you'd have busted him upside his head, broke his PlayStation, hit him in his face with a trophy, hit him upside his head with a trophy, broke his phone, shattered into pieces. So maybe he probably did slam me, but I don't think the moral of the story and the basis of the story is just him putting his hands on you, because wasn't you the one that aggravated and wasn't you that started this whole thing? I could have sworn you're the start of this whole thing.
And I didn't send my brothers to kill him.
No, you just sent a text to go shoot up his right?
I didn't say shoot him.
You sent a text to go shoot up his right?
Correct.
Tell the jury what is.
When you're angry, you say things. I'm sure everyone in this courtroom has said something when I'm trying to speak. If you want me to answer your question, you have to let me answer your question.
Well, if you were responsive to my question, I wouldn't have.
All right.
Oh, tell her. If you're responsive to the question, then I won't stop interrupting you and let you talk. But you're not telling me what I asked you. I asked you a simple question. What's the shit? The shit that you want them to shoot up. What's the shit that you want them to shoot up? Not some fake ass justifiable answer that I was in the rage and I just told them to shoot the shit up. No, bitch. What's the shit that you want them to shoot up? Was it him? Was it the house? I mean, talk to us now. What's the shit that you want them to shoot up? Let's go. I don't need the motherfucker stop interrupting you until you answer the motherfucking question with a real logical answer. Because you're fucking over here trying to beat around the fucking bush and sandbag and oh my gosh, he hurt me so bad. No, bitch. What's the shit? What's the shit that you want them to shoot up? Let's go.
Answer the question, please.
Okay, can you repeat your question?
Shout outs to my man Grump, Professor Grump. You know I always gotta put one verbal or non-verbal cue up in here. So that right there is a non-verbal cue, and if you even zoom it in a little bit, the way she's looking at the prosecutor or whoever the hell that is, she's smiling and she's asking the question in a sarcastic way. Oh, can you repeat the question, please? No, bitch, you know what the fuck the question is. I'm not repeating shit again. You know what the question, what's the shit that you want them to shoot up? Stop fucking playing these whole ass games. You know what's up. The hell you over here laughing? It ain't no fucking jokes being played. How the fuck you laughing and smiling in the courtroom when your motherfucking brother just got shot the fuck up? You sent the hit and these niggas done got shot up. But you fucking playing in the courtroom like we fucking laughing and joking. No, bitch. Ain't nobody coming to play with you. The fuck?
The question was, what does mean in the context of that text?
Anything but him.
Okay, so it could have been his brother.
No,
It could have been the house.
nothing violent toward a person.
It could have been his mother's house, right?
I was upset and my adrenaline was running and I said something that I didn't mean.
Nah. You meant that. Everything you probably said you meant. There's one thing I noticed, you know, they say a drunk man speaks a sober tongue, right? They also say, yeah, I mean, a mad female speaks the truth. And motherfucker, a female won't tell you how she actually fucking feels about you until you push it to a limit like this. She will hold everything in about you. Your feet stink, you got shit stains, you ate my ass on Tuesday, all that shit. She will hold all that shit in until you push it to this point right here. And then once you push it to this point right here, everything comes out. This is why she called him a lame ass nigga, a broke ass nigga, whatever I can't remember. We gonna rewind it back to what she called him in a few. But this is why she said go shoot that shit up, because she really wanted that nigga to die that night. Stop
Did
playing.
you start raising your voice during this time period?
Yes, because she's like, fuck you, broke ass bitch, and you a fuck nigga, and all things like that.
Saying terrible things.
Yes.
Did you start saying some terrible things back to her?
Yes, I was saying things back to her.
That's the bottom line of that. I didn't mean for my brothers to do any of that. That's why when my brother left the house, he did not have a firearm on him.
So you're not answering my question again.
Okay.
Okay, you told the jury that meant anything other than a person, right? That's what you just told them. You remember that?
Okay, can I clarify the jury?
Finish my question.
Okay.
Didn't you just tell the jury that meant anything other than a person? Yes or no?
I would like to clarify that.
Well, answer yes or no, and then you can clarify. Did you not just tell them that?
I did tell them that, but I want to clarify what I mean.
Come on, get your point out, clarify. Come on, hurry up. We ain't got all day. Because we got clarification of what's going on. You was in a rage. You got mad. You told your peoples to go shoot this shit up. And you ain't think that this whole incident was gonna happen. But what you think, like, what you expect to happen when you tell somebody to go shoot somebody's shit up? You think they just gonna go, oh yeah, we just gonna go throw rocks at this place? No, bro, they gonna go do what you told them to do. Especially if you talking about he slammed you or put his hands on you and did all this stuff, you know, gassing it up. Of course they gonna go do it. So come on, please hurry up and clarify what you talking about so we can get this over with.
When I said that, I was upset. I was angry, and I said something that I didn't mean. My adrenaline was running. I am clarifying my answer. Am I not?
Go ahead, finish.
So I was upset, and I ended up saying something that I didn't mean. Like, people say things when they're upset that they don't mean all the time. But since the situation has happened,
Since this situation happened, you have yet to show no remorse for your brother dying because you done told them to go shoot up somebody's stuff. You have yet to say, hold yourself accountable for your actions in this whole thing. So, I thought you said you was clarifying something. You ain't clarified nothing. You're trying to make an excuse on what happened, and there's no excuses. You for real, you should be charged with conspiracy to commit murder. That's what you should be charged with. I don't even know how they not charging you with anything. Like, this is crazy.
obviously blew up 20 times more. But I didn't necessarily mean for anything to happen to Travis, his family, his house, or anything. It was like my second home. I would not want anything to happen there.
Publish the verdict, please.
In the Circuit Court of the 15th Judicial Circuit, Criminal Division, in and for Palm Beach County, Florida, case number 21 CF 002938 A and B, Division W, State of Florida versus Travis Rudolph. Defendant, verdict. We, the jury, find as follows. As to count 1, we find the defendant not guilty. As to count 2, we find the defendant not guilty. As to count 3, we find the defendant not guilty. As to count 4, we find the defendant not guilty. So say we all, this 7th day of June, 2023, in West Palm Beach, County, Florida.
While you was chasing dollar signs, I was steady counting mine. Trade nigga, don't play nigga. Got a little brother that's way bigger. Small nigga named Ray nigga, got big guns, he a straight hitter. Hella nigga that's down the ride. 3-7,